This is what I have here. It's a pressure washer engine made by Subaru. I picked it up from Facebook Market for $5. Still has the pump intact, and I don't have any idea what was wrong with it. Only thing I know is that when I came back and I tried to pull, you can see it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't pull, no matter how I tried. So I'm hoping that maybe it's just rust holding the pool starter. I'm also hoping that the pump is good. This one has a quick release type of hose attachment here, and on this side it has a screw. So I'll take a look at it. I'll start by taking this pool starter off and taking a good look at it and see what I can do. But from the look of things, this engine has been sitting for a long time. So I don't know what made the previous owner to take it out of the deck and store it. It doesn't have a air filter. And looking down the airbags, I can see some oil there. So maybe it was tilted this way and oil got into the air filter from the breather. Does it have a breather? Yep, it has a breather. So if this engine was laid on this side, oil can come through the valve and route itself through this breather hose and get into the airbags. So I'm not considering that a big problem, but I hope the pump is good, and I hope that the connecting rod is not broken. So my speculation is that either the connecting rod or that for it having been sitting for a long time, that the piston has rusted, piston and rings has rusted and glued itself around the inner diameter of the cylinder. But I'll figure all that out as soon as I start taking things apart. So let's go. So I'm gonna start by getting this starter loose. gonna pull the starter while it's out to see if it's just the starter. No, the starter pulls freely. So next I'm gonna use a bolt, put it there, try to turn this engine to see if it will turn. And I'll do that carefully because if the piston and rings are rusted against the cylinder, it will score the engine, the cylinder. So that's the next thing I will do. So that bolt is a 19, and I'm gonna try to turn the engine in the same direction that the engine goes to see. Oh, it turned. Really. Turned. So that rules out stiff down a little bit. Let it turn. It's turning. You can hear the cylinder breathe. Okay, so that rules out the possibility of piston and rings being stuck against the cylinder, and also it rules out the fact that it might be a connecting rod that's broken. So there's hope. So now I'm gonna put back the rope and pull it again, see if I can pull it with the rope. So I put the starter assembly back on. Now I'm gonna try to pull it to see if the engine will rotate. I have to do this with one hand. Yep, turns, but this engine has too much compression. So the engine side is good. So I'm gonna try to see if it has spark. If it has spark, then I'm gonna try to see if this engine will start. So in order to test for the spark, I have to get this thing out again because it's hard to pull it by hand. So I'm gonna get an impact, to use an impact to rotate the engine to see if it has spark. As you can see, I've already connected the spark tester. And I'm going to use this impact to try to rotate the engine to see if there's an orange light here. The impact is not even able to rotate the engine due to too much compression. Rotating the engine, so but I'll take the pump out. Probably the pump might be the reason why the engine is not turning. It might have seized, so let me take the pump out and I go from there. So the pump is held to the engine with a 12 mm bolts, and there are 4 of them. Already broke them loose, so that's why it's easy now to turn. So I got the pump out. Now I'm gonna try to rotate the engine again with impact to see if that will make any difference. Do it by hand, see if it's try to turn it manually. It turns. Turns to an extent, then seizes up. Yep. A lot of compression in this thing. So maybe I'll mount it on a deck to see if I have good leverage to be able to pull it with the rope. But I don't have a free deck to do that, so maybe I'm gonna remove one of these pumps, probably that one, and put it on that deck. So I placed the engine on the floor so I can hold it down and try to start it to see if it has spark. Come on, engine. Yep, it got spark. I saw it. So since I see that the engine has spark, that tells me there's nothing wrong with the coil. Well, I take that back because sometimes there are false tests on these things. but it gives me hope that at least there are some spark. So the next step I'm gonna take is to get the carburetor out. Locate it right here. Get it out and look inside of it and see how good or bad it looks. As I got the airbox out, this is what I found. That oil that I showed you that was in here was getting into the carburetor. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the carburetor out, give it a good clean, and I think this engine will start. Keep my fingers crossed. So I got the carburetor out, and this is what it looks like from the outside. Next I'm gonna open it up to see what it looks like on the inside. So as I opened the carburetor, this is what I found. Varnish, rusts. So I'm gonna clean this carburetor up. Clean the main jet, which is down there. Bring out the float and the pin, which is down here, and make sure all the passages for gas are well open. So I've cleaned the carburetor.
Come on, Precious, time to go to school. Come on, Precious.
And I'm about to put it back together.
Come on.
I put the carburetor back. I also cleaned the airbags, and I'm gonna put it back now and connect. Maybe I should connect the breather first, then no, I think the airbag should go first before the breather. Okay, got the airbags. Do not forget these two dowels that come out, one from here. Where is the other one? Okay, one here, one go here. Maybe there. So I was putting the dowels backwards, so it goes this way easily, and that way. Put them first in place. then bring them here and connect the breather hose. And both tighten them down. Okay, I believe that at this point, this engine can start. So that's the next thing to do. So I coupled the whole thing. I've also coupled the pump, and I also added a hose. Unfortunately, this one has a quick release kind of hose, which I don't have. So I'm gonna try to start the engine to see if we'll be pumping water with pressure here. So not only is the engine good, the pump is also good. So this pressure washer, I can conclude, only needs air filter, an air filter cover, and a deck. I don't know if I can find, let me grab this water. I don't know if I can find a different kind of wand, which is gone. So I can use for this pump. Maybe I can, maybe it's replaceable. Maybe I can remove this one and put the one that has a different kind of wand that attaches to it. So voila, that's the pressure washer fixed.